You know, things have gotten a little bit crazy out there. I think that we all can agree. While there have been so many challenges between the African American community and law enforcement for decades and decades, who would have thought that in this time and age that things would have become as challenged as they are? First of all, the truth is, I'm not surprised, but you have to know my story. If you don't mind, I'd like to read a couple of paragraphs from one of my books, African American Men and the Police, a Christ Solution for the New Millennium. And I know when it comes to faith that this is not necessarily for everybody, but check this out. Check this passage out here. And the book is available on Amazon, as all of my books, and mullenherring.com. But I think that this is a good time, especially now, to read this particular passage. And this book is a study. It's a study there, but let me not get into all that and get to the point. Check this out. I am reading on page 36. In the search for common ground, Howard Thurman discusses the search for a common consciousness as an example of how two seemingly opposing forces can find common ground in peace. He tells of a story of a little girl playing with a rattlesnake. He witnesses an infant girl playing with a rattlesnake in the yard of one of his friends. The friend's father made sure that Thurman did not interfere with the potentially deadly situation. The baby girl was playing with the rattlesnake, turning it over on its back as the snake crawled back and forth around her. It was very clear that they were playing with each other. It was also important that no one interrupted the harmony with disharmony created by noise or sudden movement. When the baby girl grew tired of playing with the deadly snake, the baby started crawling towards the steps. At this point, the snake turned and slithered toward the woods. The father of the friend and baby girl killed the snake with a shotgun. It was as if two different expressions of life, normally antagonistic to each, had dropped back into some common ground and there reestablished a sense of harmony through which they were relating to each other at a conscience level. While the relationship between black men and law enforcement in America has been historically antagonistic, there is a common ground to be found and shared that benefits society and the community as a whole. This is the potential. There is a potential for crime in the black community to decrease, for injuries to black men to decline, for injuries to law enforcement to decline, and for the number of arrests of black males to be reduced. Just as it took Jesus to bring Matthew, a tax collector, together with Peter, a zealot, to carry on his word as disciples, it will take Christ using diverse Christian men together to strengthen the relationship between black men and police. I absolutely know and believe that it does not have to be the way that it is, and there are solutions. I am the Reverend Pastor Dr. Mullen Chris Herring.